If you understand this one thing about storytelling, I guarantee you it will change your life. I'm up again doing my cardio, weight vest up on the mountains. I guess it's more of a hill, I don't know. I got to thinking about a conversation that I had with my youth pastor from when I was a kid. We got coffee, and he was talking to me about what was capturing my mind. And I was talking to him about seminary. I was talking to him about, storytelling, about how I have this internal urge to help people live out their call to adventure. And so we got to talking about this, and he's like, I don't know if I really understand, the hero's journey. I don't really know if I understand, like, how does that frame things? And how does that frame life? How does that frame the Christian walk? All those things. And so we got deep into the structure. We started talking about how, everyone's living in this ordinary world, right? We all get complacent. We're all focused on our own things. We're all talking about, we're getting numbed by substances or by apps like this. Sorry. And we never really fully exit that. We stay complacent. We're working on things that are outside of our deepest calling. It gets frustrating, right? You feel like you're spinning your wheels. You feel like you never ever get to the point where you're getting to your true potential, or even like the true work that you intended to do as a human. I feel like very, very few people ever get there. We got talking about popular stories, Narnia, Star Wars, and how this cycle works in story. And he's like, well, isn't that more about the ideas than it is about the journey? I'm like, I've got you. This is where things get interesting. Because as much as Star Wars or Lord of the Rings or any of those popular stories, you can choose even the more modern stuff like Way of Kings or Red Rising. As fascinating as those worlds are, there's one key thing. If you get this and you apply it to your life, it will change everything. I think Brandon Sanderson said it best. He said, ideas for stories, those are cheap. It's easy to get ideas for a story. It's easy to, say, mice living out Lord of the Rings, and instead of the magic being whatever Gandalf had, it was, the magic is special types of cheese. That kind of idea is cheap. What's expensive is how you get there. And to continue down the Brandon Sanderson loop, to continue down with him, there's a great part in his first book of The Way of Kings where, spoiler alert coming, these Knights Radiant are coming about, and they have to take these oaths in order to get their powers. And the first oath is journey before destination. And that's it, guys. Like, I want you to understand this deeply. The story is not interesting because of what happens. We don't love Star Wars because Luke overthrows the Empire, right? If that was the case, then, the movie could be really short, right? It doesn't matter what happens between. We're just looking forward to that end climax. We care more about how Luke Skywalker changes. We care more about how Leia changes, how Han Solo changes. We care deeply about who the person becomes on the journey. So here's my challenge. This is what I want you to think about. So often, me, you, we are so ready to get on with the next thing. But we forget that that journey back there, that's the point. It's not about me making it to the summit and getting back. It's about me putting my feet on the ground. It's about who I become as I go through my trials, as I push through, as I become something better and something different. That's what the journey is about. That's what the hero's journey is about. That's what story is about. And that's what life is about. Like, we all end up 6 feet under. Period. That's the end. That's the game. If you're a Christian, hey, we move on into eternity. It's how we get there that matters. And if you get that, if you take that real deep, if you start understanding that at a level where it informs the entirety of your being, then the little stuff stops mattering. The things that are distracting you from your purpose and your meaning in this world, they stop mattering. and you start living a life that is exciting, that is fruitful, that is beautiful, because you worry about the journey. You're concerned with each step. You're concerned with the beauty that you see along the way and the people you encounter and the lives that you touch. That's why the journey is so dang important. That's why you got to get this. That's why it can change your life. Because if you just focus on the end goal, you miss it. I would hate for you to miss the glory of the trail, the glory of getting there, the glory of being with people who are on mission with you. That's the whole point. That's the fun of it. And so I encourage you, get out there. I encourage you, enjoy the journey. Don't worry about the destination. Just take that first step into darkness, first step towards chaos, because I feel like that's where God calls us oftentimes, is into chaos. We step into darkness and we face what comes next. That's the beauty of our journeys with God. He calls us. He says, hey, you. Yeah, you. I need you on this journey and I want you to come with me. Let's go take that first step together, eh?